One of the things I like to do as I am going through my day is I like to watch people. I like to watch their behavior. As somebody is walking somewhere or doing something, I like to get a feel for what that person is like. What is their motivation for being there? What is their level of comfort at that moment, right then and there? What is their level of comfort right now? Are they chasing after something? Running away from something? Waiting for something to occur in their life? Are they searching for something? It's almost like I reach out energetically and get a feel for what that person is like. People watching. Sometimes I might get a feeling that the person who I am observing may have a certain level of wakefulness that I am drawn to, a certain level of spiritual awareness that matches my own vibration, and so I feel at home when I see that type of person, or when I am interacting with that type of person. It just feels like we are able to connect much more easily on various different levels. What I like seeing is a level of elegance in how the person is carrying themselves, a level of ease and effortlessness, a level of comfort within themselves, being natural, not pretending, not trying to mask any parts of themselves that they may feel are imperfect, but just accepting themselves for who they are and how they are, and showing a level of understanding that whatever is there in a perfect way, even if it appears to be imperfect. It is actually perfect. The imperfections are the things that give objects their character. And by imperfections, I mean not things that are perceived to be wrong with that object, but just some little detail which may be a bit different. For example, in Japanese woodworking, if there is, say, a table, and in the table there is a small part which has a knot, where there was a knot in the tree, where there was a branch. So when they created that table, perhaps the whole table is nice and smooth, but then there's one little part where there was this knot which has created that bit of imperfection. That's something different, something which is slightly off from everything else. That gives that table character. That makes that particular table unique, different, special. Electrons, as they orbit the neutrons in an atom, their orbit is not perfect, it's slightly lopsided, and because of this, as they move, they're actually moving slightly. Their spin, their orbit slightly shifts with each revolution, so they're actually spinning around as well as orbiting. They're actually shifting their axis slightly, and this is what actually gives the atom its perceived space that is taking up. If the electrons were just moving in exactly the same plane, on the exactly the same plane, then perhaps an atom would be flat. But because they're moving and they are making effectively a sphere, because they're constantly shifting, or constantly slightly shifting to the side, they're actually creating a sphere. So being comfortable with your own imperfections, by seeing them as perfect. This is the type of state that can create a level of acceptance and gratitude and inner peace. And that is another thing I am feeling when I look at people as they walk past, is how peaceful are they? Because they could be moving really quickly or really slowly. It doesn't really matter. They could be running, walking, sitting, having something to eat, having something to drink. But how peaceful are they, and how aware are they at doing what they do? that's what I like to observe when I look at other people. And that's what I also am constantly monitoring when I look at myself. How peaceful am I? Right now, I'm feeling a very deep sense of peace.